This video is a bit different. Joe and I filmed it as a sort of bonus feature on our Scotland road trip at the end of last year. It's a story time video where I tell a personal story of the first ever abandoned place I can remember being interested in. So I hope you find it interesting and it's not too much waffle. Enjoy. Hello, today I'm standing in a place that looks very unsuspecting. It's a gate to an old power station up on the outskirts of Glasgow in Scotland. Believe it or not, this is actually a place that has somewhat of a personal connection to me, and I come from all the way down south in England in Essex. So what exactly is the connection? Well, this is the site of Inverkip power station, and these are the main gates. It shut down around about 10-20 years ago and was abandoned for some time before being demolished several years ago. But back when I was at school in year 8, so I probably would have been about 12 or 13, we each got given a geography assignment by my teacher, Miss Sparks. She gave us a little weekend's homework, and we got a slip of paper with the name of some kind of human piece of infrastructure to research and do a short little PowerPoint presentation about. And the place I got given was Inverkip power station. As you can imagine, to a kid of that age, I was like, doesn't sound very exciting. Where on earth is that? It turns out it was here, and you know, at first I was bored out of my mind looking at this industrial site, which at that age I had no real interest in. And I started to see these articles that people started putting up and video clips that people had actually been going into the abandoned power station and exploring it. I remember videos and photos of the control room with all the dials and panels still there, with the power still on, the lights still worked and illuminated the place. And I could not believe that you know, a place with the power on of that scale that had this real 70s looking classic architecture in there. I couldn't believe that people were able just to wander around there and have the place all to themselves. So this here was the site of the power station. Now there's pretty much nothing here apart from an amazing view. It's stories that like that make you think that maybe this isn't you know, so much a matter of nurture. Our hobbies and interests aren't maybe determined by the things you end up doing throughout your life and the path you get sent down, but maybe I've always had this fascination with abandonment and decaying ever since I was a really young kid. So that age I was into my zombie films, my apocalypse stuff, and really that's sort of what I can think of as the very first trace of my interest in abandonment. And yeah, since then I remember I became interested in Chernobyl, playing games like Call of Duty 4, as many kids of that generation did. I watched a few sort of old Sky classic documentaries on what would happen if people disappeared. I remember this documentary, Life After People, and I watched these sort of things, you know, when I was sort of 13, 14, 15, so I started to get more and more interested in this kind of thing. And then me and Joe started finding some abandoned stuff ourselves, and that's where Beyond the Point started. It was all a happy coincidence really, never planned and never intentional, but it's actually quite reflective actually being outside the place. This was a fascinating place to look at as a kid, and it's amazing to actually just get to see the gate sadly shut now. Thanks for watching, guys.